I'm on tough question day. Straya with the reading for the collective. Take what resonates throughout the rest. Why are so many of us having an identical experience? Like almost to the T. What is going on? Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? Seeing things from another perspective. What? Tower. It's almost like it's not supposed to be that way. It's mind-blowing. Seeing something from another perspective. It's mind-blowing. It's an awakening. Okay? Messages. Clever thinking. Clever thinking. Looking into something. Looking into something. Looking into something. King of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Sun. Divine Masculine. Coming into the light. Thinking through the Divine Masculine. The Wheel of Fortune. Sun. Something coming to light. Something that is meant to be about this. We're looking into these Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine collective is all experiencing this King of Wands, a particular type of Divine Masculine. That's why we're all here together on these various channels, trying to figure it out. What's going on? Why do we all have such a similar experience with a Divine Masculine who we're trying to look for illumination, that we've had this Ten of Cups with, but then Eight of Wands, Five of Pentacles, fast moved. This Ten of Pentacles quickly moved into a Five of Pentacles for everyone here that resonates. This perfect love moved really quickly. The vibration shifted to this Five of Pentacles. Right. The Divine Masculine was Seven of Cups, had a choice, was under an illusion. It felt like they had so many options around a choice. Right. This is the same. Everyone had this experience. Perfect love, and then all of a sudden, this Divine Masculine. It's just very surreal to think that so many would have and then is regretting this choice and trying to get back in control of it. Taking a risk towards balance. But then there's a bully. Is that how I'm supposed to read that? Everyone's dealing with this bully. Taking a leap of faith and balance, dealing with a bully as well. Right. This masculine was under some sort of, felt like made a choice that they regret. Try to get in control of it and take this leap of faith with balance. But now there's a bully, and everyone are dealing with these bullies. with also this sort of like connection to this angelic force and discovering this, that we are these high priestesses, that I would assume this is like something is trying to keep us trapped in this mind jail. Right, that's the story. That's the story. And then also, I would say that I feel like it's these two want to come out. Also many thinking about either a new offer coming in from like a new love, or sort of romanticizing an opportunity altogether. And becoming a Queen of Pentacles, or dealing with a Queen of Pentacles whose heart is breaking. This High Priestess is dealing with this broken-hearted, or... Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, Ten of Swords back. Okay, let's read this. They took a leap of faith. No, they did something foolish. I'm not completely understanding the sentence because of the temperance here, but this masculine did something. Five of Cups, Chariot made a move here that left the divine feminine behind. It was very sad. They made a hasty move, leaving this High Priestess in a mental jail. They made an offer, a romantic offer, towards this Queen of Pentacles that broke your heart. Three of Cups. Yes, about the Three of Cups. I feel like this is all just explaining what everyone has gone through. There was like a discovery, like this High Priestess realizing each of us, or each divine feminine realized during this process that they were a High Priestess. This Three of Cups, yeah, there was like multiple parties that weighed down what felt like this divine connection. That's another thing that everyone had in common. So everyone has this hasty move. It was like perfect love that just went south really fast. And then this masculine made a choice really quickly and hastily did something, leaving the collective, kind of realizing that they're this High Priestess, or even this High Priestess knowing that they were in sort of feeling like the divine masculine was in some sort of mental jail. Right, feeling like they were trapped, or that there was something weird about this movement that they made really fast, making this romantic offer to this Queen of Pentacles who just came out of nowhere. That was heartbreaking. And that there was all these multiple parties that were also involved, leaving the divine feminine to have to try to work through it on their own. I don't know what this is. Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Like a love message with this King of Pentacles working. I mean, it seemed like here you were over here with your Six of Cups, and the masculine seeming like everything was going great with this Queen of Pentacles. Right. During that time, you became the Empress. What's this? And then when you got this Two of Pentacles you got yourself back in balance. You let go. I'm not seeing the let go here, so I'm not sure if that's exactly where these cards are going. But then there was this opportunity. That's how you rebalanced yourself. You decided that you were going to manifest on your own without this masculine, because that was so heartbreaking and it was too much weight. So you had to let it go. Yeah, you were going to be happy on your own and create your own ten of Pentacles. And we have Justice here. Now there's a Justice though. The Justice, the karma of this was that this King of Cups, when you pulled yourself away, you became this Queen of Swords. I don't know, I think put this back. You became this Queen of Swords. And I think this Knight of Wands is the energy. Well, maybe you were thinking this person's like a player, they don't stay. And, or that, oh, Seven of Pentacles, right? So then when you became the Queen of Swords, you felt this Knight of Wands sort of like patience and planning, like this Knight of Wands energy from this King of Cups, feeling like they were planning on coming back. And this has lasted for a while. But after what they've done to you, this Five of Swords, putting you in competition with all of these people when you were together, you remember that it wasn't so perfect. It wasn't a perfect Ten of Cups, but the worst of it is putting you in competition with this Queen of Pentacles. Really broke your heart. So Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Death. So the end of the lie. So I would assume that is the commitment to the end of the lie. You thought if you commit to ending the lie, you would receive them back. Or you felt that it was the end because of the lie, that there was no way to come back. It's one or the other. You'd rather be alone, or Hermit and the Moon. I think during this time, that is when you sort of rejected the energetic offer. And then this Hermit and the Moon, it left when your energy was taken back, this divine masculine in this particular story that so many people are sharing this narrative went inwards and began to, when your energy, things became murky, or there were some things that were hidden that began to come to light, or it left this masculine in the dark. It left, when you removed your light, it left the masculine in the dark. Three of Pentacles, this could be their network or your network. Ooh, their network, it started to get darker and darker. That they realized that this network that they were around was very dark, and they either were something, they were getting taken advantage of. They were getting taken advantage of, or which was also sort of reflective of their own values. So I might need another deck for this. During that time, they began to feel more and more rejected and alone, while you began to bloom and blossom independently. Then they began to feel rejected and could only focus on you, feeling like they wanted a new beginning, and this was the more virtuous choice. But we're on the fence for a really long time. Too long. You felt too long. Now you are very defensive about this. I'm going to say protective, not defensive. So this is the journey that so many people have experienced exactly the same. And now you're heading towards this Six of Wands, this like victory, which everything that you've been working on your own during those Nine of Pentacles is coming to fruition in spite of a lot of pushback. There's been a lot of this Five of Swords, which is in there, and this Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, this kind of like bullying and competition and the gossip and the lies and all of that. You've prevailed through it. And this Emperor, who is very traditional, is now viewing love in a different way and can see this union and really what it was, and feels crushed for the rest of their lives. They can't see a future looking bright anymore, because now they know who you are, and they know that they were greedy and they were holding back, and they want to send a message because they admire your strength so much. And they know that with this star and magician, that you're the manifester, that they could have just, when they were making this choice, that it was based on values, that they weren't making a choice for their own benefit, but it was based on programming from when they were a child. And they feel also under judgment. They've been trying to figure out how to leave and finish this cycle, walk away towards something more meaningful. And they've been waiting for their opportunity, and they've been dealing with something over and over and over again, and they've been living in this total nightmare. And that is exactly the entire deck, and that actually got us exactly to pretty much the point that we're in now. But the thing is that I asked, this is the story, and what I asked was why. I want to know why it is that there are so many. I mean, it's not the reality that most of us grew up understanding, the way that we understand the way the world works. So, we've got like the chosen ones and the star seeds and the twin flames, and it definitely feels like this awakening. It feels like an awakening. Each counterpart awakened. Like when I read that story, if it was a book, I would say, and I was teaching a lesson to a classroom about this story, like if it was a greatest romance of all time, spiritual romance of all time, I would say, it's because they each needed to awaken. That's what happened in the story. By the end of the story, it's a tragedy, though, if it ends that way. It's either going to be like the Greeks either had a comedy or a tragedy. It either ended well and it was a comedy, or a tragedy. And, because comedy wasn't the same, like satirical necessarily. It just meant that it ended well for the characters. So the way this story ends is a tragedy, because the divine feminine moves on and the masculine awakens. So I feel like I got the answer, even though it wasn't showing up in the cards, which was to awaken each. And then, so it didn't seem like there was any sort of purpose other than, why did we each need to awaken now? This feels like this wants to come out. Six of Wands, back to the Six of Wands. Okay, that was the end of the story for the divine feminine. Communication, energy, movement, end of a cycle or success. Taking this leap of faith. This divine feminine is in the sunlight. I feel like this is saying, don't worry about it. Just keep going with this leap of faith to this top of this sphere here. Take this big, giant leap of faith into the sun. And is there any more? Judgment. That's your calling, or under its judgment time. The judgment around this Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, this Four of Wands, and sort of like the justice and the clear thinking around it, and trying to be clever about it, trying to think it through, try to use the mind. Maybe the Hierophant, religion, tradition, God, traditional God. Ten of Wands, it puts a lot of baggage, religious baggage, a new beginning, religious baggage, new beginning. Two of Pentacles, something that's out of balance. Again, Magician, Star, oh, now there's a star between the Magician and the Emperor. The Emperor is looking over here at the star who is manifesting. So this Emperor, who has been very traditional, sort of weighed down, in order to have this new beginning, is going to be out of balance. This Emperor is weighed down with this desire for this new beginning, now that they've learned something from this experience. They're trying to realign themselves with this Emperor, who's very traditional, is looking at how the universe works currently. I feel like it's almost like this is between the divine. It's like, yes, it's almost like you don't get the answer. It's just, it is what it is. It's a Two of Cups. It's a divine union. This Emperor is learning something. As you go towards the sunlight, this Emperor learns something. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Who we saw before was toxic, very dark. Your Three of Pentacles, with your confidence and your beauty and your creativity. Oof. There's this lies around it, yes. The lies and the bullying. The lies and the bullying. This Ace of Cups again. Oh, sorry, Ace of Wands. Awareness. Lies and bullying. So this has to do with you and your manifestation and everything you're doing and creating business-wise, creativity and work and your mission, your North Node that you're manifesting right now. So this is about the awareness around this, the lies and the bullying, everything that went wrong. Yes. Whoa. That has to do with this group, this third parties and people that have sort of, or maybe they're getting knocked out. Four of Swords. Whoa. This Devil. 10 of Cups. Are being forced to move on. This Devil feels like moving on. It's like choosing a camp. Okay. Everything fell. So a lot of this has to do... Oh, okay. So we have the Devil underneath here. Queen of Pentacles is reversed. Justice. It's almost like everything you went through. It's almost like in case you were wondering about these lies and everyone who participated, they're going to have to experience what you experienced. It's almost like they have to travel with the Devil energy. It's like they have to move with this. So it almost feels like a message that it's like, it is a divine union. Everything is going to be accounted for. You can't escape karma. This divine masculine is going to learn so much by you going towards the light and being your best self. And the question as to why it is that so many are experiencing the same, almost identical journey. You are the Empress. Maybe it's like one, it's a collective, right? It's a collective. It's a collective all working towards getting control of a collective feminine energy, all working towards balancing out with control. Divine Feminine, this Divine Feminine collective is all working towards balancing out with control. Wow, it literally was this cards that I started with. The choice. This being the Hanged Man, the choice. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh my gosh. These are the cards I started with. 7 of Cups. So it's almost like getting control of the choice. So either that the next time, it's like improving. This feels like correcting something. It's weird because it almost feels like I understand it more intuitively than I do logically, which is why I feel like this Page of Swords here is like it's like multi-layered and exponential. It feels like this is the past and the future. And I know that sounds weird, but it brings us right back to the original choice. It's like correcting the original choice. This collective of divine feminines, it's like there's a job to do, or we are collectively correcting something. I mean, the more kind of like popular term is like the toxic masculine. But then by healing the toxic masculine inside of the divine feminine too, which is basically like the Piscean age, essentially shifting shifting what would cause a choice like this tower, this awakening. It's a divine feminine collective. It's an awakening of seeing through our sacrifice, seeing the world in a new way, helping to usher in the way we experience the world, our new expectations, the next layer of reality, ushering in the new era. I hope that helps. Bye.